Senior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
Welcome everybody to 2021. This is the January edition of Faribault Community Television's news. I'm Mona Kaiser. I'm the director at Buckham West, formerly known as the Faribault Senior Center. Please watch further and you'll find out what's happening in Faribault.
Hi everyone, and Happy New Year. It's Naturalist Molly from Riverbend Nature Center, and we are so excited to be with you in the new year. The trails will be open for hiking, snowshoeing, and they'll be groomed on an as-needed basis for cross-country skiing. Just a reminder that you do need a Minnesota State ski pass. Just search that and it should pop right up. It's through the DNR website. It's $25 for the season for people 16 and up. We will not be renting snowshoes or skis as of now, but we hope to in the future. And we do have a full moon luminary hike coming up on January 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. So make sure you check that out on our website. Riverbend Naturalists are offering virtual programming this winter and early spring. So if you're looking for a fun, dynamic virtual program for your group, please reach out to the Naturalist staff at education@rbnc.org. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported Riverbend this past year and continues to support us in the new year. We hope to have more programming coming up for you. So make sure you keep an eye on our website at rbnc.org. Thank you so much and Happy New Year!
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic. Thanks for joining me. Say it's January. I want to give you a little update on my thoughts on COVID and the vaccine. So that's the big news. Vaccines rolled out in December. Frontline medical workers and seniors who live in congregate care living environments were tops on the priority list. So hopefully by now they're all vaccinated. And now we move down the list. So other healthcare workers, anybody over 75, that's going to be next on the list. And then they'll march on down through those people most susceptible to the problems with COVID-19. But let's talk a little bit about the vaccine, because I think you can find people all over the board on whether or not they want to take the vaccine. So first, does the vaccine work? And the answer is flat out yes, it does. This is brand new science. This is as high-tech as science gets. This vaccine does not have virus in it, so the vaccine will not give you COVID-19. Period. End of discussion. Now, if it's a good vaccine, it will stimulate your immune system. So it is very possible, and in fact likely, that if you get the vaccine, you might develop some symptoms. You are not infected. That is your body reacting to the vaccine, stimulating the immune system. A vaccine has to trick your immune system into thinking that you have the virus so that you will develop antibodies to the virus. If you develop the antibodies, your immune system is going to kick in. You're going to have the potential for fever and some body aches while that lasts. So That does not mean you got infected. Let's be really clear on this. If you have a reaction to the vaccine, you are not infected and you are not going to infect others. That is simply your body's immune system telling you, okay, I get it. I'm supposed to react if you get the virus. So there's been a lot of bad publicity about vaccines. In particular, the concern that a vaccine can cause autism. Well, those studies have been debunked. The researcher who wrote those studies admitted he forged and made up his data. So let's set that aside. When you get a vaccine, it is supposed to trigger your immune system. The immune system then develops memory, so that if you're infected by that organism again, your immune system knows how to combat it. Well, when you get the vaccine and it triggers your immune system or tricks your immune system, you will have some symptoms. You might have an achy feeling like body aches. You might have a fever. And this would typically last 24 hours. That means the vaccine did its job in triggering a reaction in your immune system. It doesn't mean that you got infected. The vaccine does not have virus in it. This vaccine is entirely synthetic. Now, in addition to that, there are a tiny percentage of people who can have an allergic reaction to some components in the vaccine. We call those the vehicles. And that might be what we dissolved it in to make it an injection. An allergic reaction to that material will typically result in, initially anyway, a swelling and redness at the site of the injection. Now, an even smaller percentage of people can have what we call anaphylaxis, and that's a severe reaction. That's the kind of reaction people have if they're allergic to peanuts. And so you have to be aware of that. It's a very tiny percentage, well under 1%. So in summary, the vaccines are very, very safe. They're also very effective. They're 95% effective. But what does that mean? 95% effective means it will cause your immune system to develop antibodies. What we don't know yet, and what we're speculating on, is how long will those antibodies give you immunity? Right now, the thinking is 90 days. If you've had COVID and you've developed antibodies, we think that 90 days for sure you're safe. Now, after that 90 days, could you get reinfected? Potentially. We just don't have enough data on that yet. And the same thing for this vaccine. We're assuming 90 days. The studies are short because we needed to get the vaccine in a hurry. It's very possible that the vaccine could last longer, but we don't know that. Reality is, this is probably a vaccine that's going to behave very similarly to the flu shot. And it's something that we'll need to get every flu season. But what it's really going to do is it's going to jumpstart us and get us to what we talk about as herd immunity. And herd immunity means that 75% of the population can no longer spread the disease. Well, that's how we break a pandemic. So whether the vaccine lasts for a year, 5 years, or 90 days, if we all get vaccinated, we break the pandemic. And once we break the pandemic, accessories like these become far less common and far less necessary. Now, I will tell you that I think masks are still going to be a part of our life for the next year. And that's because we need to figure out how long does the vaccine last, how long does natural immunity last after you've been infected, and how much does this virus mutate? Well, those are the things that we still have yet to really understand. So for now, I hope you enjoyed the holidays. I hope you line up and get your vaccine so that we can break the pandemic by spring or summer and at least get back to some semblance of a normal life. Thanks for joining me.
everyone. My name is Brad Fino. I'm with the Parks and Recreation Department here in town. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update here as state restrictions begin to loosen a little bit. Parks and Recreation is excited to get folks back in our building. Starting January 4th, the community center will open with regular hours. That's Monday through Thursday, 5:30 to 8 p.m. Friday, 5:30 to 6 p.m. Saturday, 8 to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 12 to 6. The schedules for a lot of the activities that I'm going to go through here are the same as they were prior to this most recent shutdown, and all of this information I'm going to go through can be found on the city website, www.faribault.org/parks. To kick it off, one major change that we're really going to have to adhere to here with this most recent opening is mask wearing at all times. The only time that you can take your mask off is if you're in the shower or if you're getting into the pool. As immediately coming out of the shower and to the pool, you need to put your mask back on as you know, required by the new state guidelines. And some new changes in addition to that is 12-foot social distancing. So anytime you are exerting any energy, whether you're on the treadmill, lifting weights, playing pickleball, you need to be wearing your masks at all times per state guidelines. For the fitness room, we really had to get a little bit more creative, knowing that the fitness room is pretty small in terms of square footage. So we'll be removing almost all of the cardio equipment here in the weight room and bringing that into half of the gym so we can adhere to that 12-foot social distancing that's needed during times of exercise. And we'll be allowing 5 people into half the gym to use the cardio equipment. 3 people will be allowed in the fitness room here for weightlifting reasons or for any dry exercises in the racquetball court. And just one of the racquetball courts will be open for that. In terms of aquatics, a lot of this is going to be the same. Per Minnesota Department of Health guidelines, you need to shower before we enter the pool. That was in place before we've started to deal with this pandemic, but it's even more important now. Masks need to be worn in the building, through the locker room. You can take it off when you shower, put it back on when you go to enter the pool. We ask that folks adhere to that 6-foot social distancing guideline while they're not exercising, while they're waiting on the bleachers until either your water aerobics instructor tells you to get in or until a lifeguard tells you it's time to get in your lane for lap swimming. We will be allowed to have every lane open for lap swimming, but we're asking folks that they start on opposite sides. So every other lane, people will be starting their lap swim on the other end so we can limit the congregating and the passing in the lanes. Again, a lot of those schedules are the same as they were pre the most recent shutdown, and again, check out our website for the full schedules. Pickleball will be allowed, as will racquetball. One racquetball court will be open, but only single play is allowed, so 2 people in there. We cannot allow doubles play currently. Pickleball will be available on just one court. As I mentioned earlier, we're bringing a lot of our cardio equipment into the gym here, so we only have one court available. Other than that, we're really excited to get you guys back. We have some activities that are ongoing currently. We have Neon Night at Home, which is, we're really pushing for folks to do it New Year's Eve. You purchase a $15 pack of over 100 glow sticks and tape. You get all dolled up and you send in a little video of us showing us your creativity. We have swim lessons. The next session is starting January 12th. Youth basketball getting ready to start about January 11th. That's for kindergarten through 3rd grade. We have a couple virtual painting classes with a local artist, Kate. Those classes, we're providing the supplies to you. We're just really trying to get creative and make sure that folks have stuff to do. And the last thing I would mention is our outdoor skating rinks. We're doing everything in our power to get the water down there until, the week of December 21st was really the first week we were able to consistently put water down due to above freezing temperatures during the day. Now that the weather in terms of temperature is starting to work with us a little bit, we're putting down more water. The most recent snow events don't help, but we're getting the water down as quick as we can so we can give some folks a good leisure activity outside. So again, any other questions, concerns, give us a call, 507-334-2064, or check out our website, www.faribault.org/parks. Thanks for tuning in and have a great holiday.
I'm Jessica. I'm the pharmacy manager at Hy-Vee in Faribault. Today I want to talk to you about your New Year's resolutions. Besides getting all your party supplies and food for New Year's, I think we should start looking at some of our resolutions. A lot of years people make resolutions to lose weight or exercise more, or a lot of other things. But this year I would like your New Year's resolution to be to get to know your medications. Know what all of your medications do for you. Know any possible side effects your medications might have, and know the best time to take your medications during the day. So a lot of us, just think, well, we'll just take them all together right away in the morning. Well, that may or may not be the best time for you to take your medications. So it would be great to make your New Year's resolution, getting to know your medications, know the names of them, what they're for, and if you don't know the answers to those questions, please stop by the Hy-Vee pharmacy anytime. We'll go over each of those medications with you. Also, you can call us. If we're all trying to be social distant right now and you don't want to spend a lot of time in the pharmacy, give us a call, ask for a pharmacist. We can go through each of your medications, remind you what they're being used for, go through some of the things that might be side effects for each of your medications. Maybe you didn't even know that you were experiencing a side effect that we could help you with. And also the best time of day to take your medications so that you're getting the most out of the medications you take, and maybe we'll even be able to eliminate a medication that you don't need anymore. Thank you and have a Happy New Year.
Well, welcome back. Once again, my name is Mona Kaiser. I'm the director at Buckham West, the Senior Center. Many of you have been in our building before. In fact, it was just a year ago that we had a ribbon cutting here at Buckham West to our new facility. I'm so proud of this building, and I'm so anxious for people to come back and enjoy it again with us. We were just getting going when the pandemic hit, and now we are closed up to the public for the most part. We do have a few key programs that are continuing. For example, we're offering a foot clinic, and we are also doing many, many meals coming out of our kitchen every day. We do the Meals on Wheels program here in Faribault. We also have a curbside program that is replacing our congregate meal program. Along with that, we're putting out meals for Head Start program and also sending some to Northfield. So our contribution to the community throughout this pandemic has been to try to keep food coming out to those people that need it most. But once the pandemic slows down and we open our doors again to the public, we'll be able to start using our space in the way that it was designed to be used. For many people, the community center exercise rooms and pool were a good draw, and for them, after they were done with their exercising, they'd come down and have some coffee. Or we'd have people that would come and meet other friends and have a cup of coffee. I know that a lot of people miss that socialization that they were getting here. We also had speakers and activities that brought groups in, book club, writing group, meditation. We'd have support groups and speakers on topics of health and history topics. And we're looking forward to bringing all of those things back again. It is our hope that once the restrictions are lifted from the governor, that we'll open our doors to the social piece again. And then as things become more comfortable for people in attendance, we'll be able to offer classes again. So look forward to coming back, keeping your eyes open to when we will be opening our doors again to Faribault. We're hoping within the next month or so, depending on how the vaccination things go, that we'll be able to start seeing you coming through our doors again. And I can't wait for that day.
Nichols. I'm the curator down here at the Rice County Historical Society. You know, this year has seen all kinds of changes around here, and one of the things that we wanted to talk about is all of the goings on around here, even though, like many other businesses, we've had to be shuttered. One of the things that we're most excited about finally getting on track is actually related to this, which is Fleckenstein's. We have a truck here that we've been working on doing some minor restoration on, and we've finally gotten it into the painters, and we're able to start getting some of the back of the truck repainted and touched up. We're not losing any of the character of it, but we're just making it look a little cleaner and a little bit more presentable, and hopefully once we're all allowed to do parades again, we'll be able to start getting into parades for people to come on down and take a look at it. In addition to getting the truck going, we've been working on replacing the roof on our log cabin down here. We're almost done with it. The winter has kind of halted. As I said, we've been closed. These most recent restrictions have had us closed. We're closed until the 11th. But even with that, our donations have still been as busy as ever. Our volunteers have been working tirelessly to get everything cataloged and put back in our collection storage room. So thank you to everybody that's been donating. And if you have anything at home that you're interested in donating or bringing down to the museum, we encourage you to give us a call. Let us know what you've got and we'll bring it in and take a look at it. So we're always accepting new donations. In addition to all of that, one of the things that myself and Sue Garwood and our volunteer Charlene Erickson have been working on is our Bishop Whipple exhibit. We're working on trying to get the final text panels ready, and hopefully that will be opening up soon when we're able to open up again, hopefully here in the next couple of weeks. For everybody that has helped keep us going, attended our events this year, attended our programs, thank you so much. For those of you that haven't had a chance, don't worry, we're planning more events and more programs for next year, and we hope that you'll have a chance to come in and see us. So, from all of us here at the Rice County Historical Society, have a great year and take care. The Rice County Historical Society, 1814 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Faribault, Minnesota. Our phone number here is 507-332-2121, and you can visit us at rchistory.org. Rice County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
Hello Faribault, Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. I don't know about all of you. I know that in many ways we're pretty thrilled to put 2020 behind us. In other ways, it's important that we reflect on 2020. I continually am amazed and am incredibly appreciative about how our community, how our businesses, how individuals have stepped up, helped one another, either neighbors or those they don't know, through the awkward times of the 2020 pandemic. We've had to pivot quite a few times on different events, meetings, office operations, staffing, and other expenditures we needed to make tough decisions on, as most businesses of our size have had to make decisions. We came out of 2020 healthy. Certainly we lost a little weight, so to speak, but we've managed through the times with the help of our membership. And I definitely have to describe that by the additional efforts made on behalf of chamber staff and my board of directors, we've been able to maintain and even boost our credibility and our exposure in the community. which is important. As representatives of Faribault, we know that we have a responsibility to do well and do better when we can, do more when we need to, and that's precisely what we've accomplished in 2020. Now, looking forward into 2021, we are very excited to get back to some semblance of business as usual. Many of our events, as you know, have been modified over the last year, some canceled and postponed. We are entering into 2021 with the mantra that we're all in. We're going to have our Chamber of Commerce events. We will, however, be modifying them both in time frame and some operations of some of the events. Post-vaccine, we're confident that not only are our members, but our friends and citizens in Faribault ready to get back to some of the things that they love and enjoy about our town. And I'm proud that the Chamber is involved with many of those. So we're hoping that by spring graduation time, most things will be back near normal, which is going to allow us to jump into car cruises, blue collar barbecue and music festival, probably art festival with that this year. The fall festival, we will be postponing the Chamber Gala to a date which is more able to accommodate that type of a gathering. We know that by midsummer or certainly fall, we should be in good shape there. So I'm going to end my brief update today with a monstrous thank you to this community, to our businesses, to our neighbors, for helping us and your cohorts weather the 2020 storm. We made it. We're on our way out. Calm water is ahead, and we appreciate you. Huge thank you again to our membership, to our board of directors, to my fantastic staff that I get to work with, and we're looking forward to a great 2021. Thanks a bunch.
First United Bank and the Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
Well, that's it for this edition of Faribault Community Television's January news segment. I'm happy to be part of it this month, and I'm happy that I had the opportunity to talk a little bit about Buckham West and the things that are happening and soon to be expanded here in our building. We look forward to that. Please watch our website and the local newspaper for updates on our programming. So thank you for joining us for this edition of Faribault Community Television, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.